Well, it's just past 1:30 in the morning here in Columbus, but that doesn't matter because Nebraska volleyball is heading to the national championship. The Huskers beat Pitt in 4 sets. After dropping the first one, they came back to win the next 3, and they looked completely different in those sets. Serving, passing, blocking, hitting, everything was on par for the Huskers as the number 10 seeded Nebraska beats all the odds, and they're back in the national championship.
Well, yesterday was a big win for Nebraska volleyball, upsetting the 7th-ranked team in the country in Purdue. It certainly wasn't easy, but the Huskers bounced back in a big way following that first set.
And the fans, they weren't able to really see this team last year. Now they're coming into the stadium. What can they expect to see from this team, and what's going to be different than last year? Now, Max is just one of the players who will be stepping out into the field here at Haymarket Park tomorrow for the team's home opener.
Well, after 4 decades of coaching high school football at Milford High School, head coach Marty Hingst announced his retirement. A coach that without a doubt had a huge impact on his program, but most importantly, his players.
As Nebraska volleyball has spent the day prepping to face Wisconsin tomorrow in the national championship game. Now the Huskers have met up with Wisconsin several times over the last couple of years and twice already this season. But the last time they met up in the national title game was all the way back in 2000. That was John Cook's first year as head coach at Nebraska. Veteran Trey McGowan took the opportunity to teach the young players this week the importance of this game and the importance of it to the state. Well, head coach Fred Hoiberg prepared these guys for a quick Creighton team that's good and transition. He says they had to take the positives out of that Sam Houston game and hopefully carry over what they've been doing in practice. I think that just goes to show how special this team really is and how amazing this season was. Make sure to stick around on all our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and websites for more updates on that press conference. But Yosef, truly a battle out here, elite level of volleyball. I don't think anyone can be disappointed in this one. Yeah, Andrew, just because Nebraska volleyball had an early tip-off this morning, that didn't stop Husker fans from coming out and packing the Devaney. As you can see behind me, fans lining up for the concession stands as this game is a little bit delayed. Scott Frost and his Huskers are predicted to finish 5th in the West of the Big Ten Conference.
After 11 years of not playing each other, Nebraska and Oklahoma are bringing their rivalry back to life as the Huskers face off against the number 3 Sooners this Saturday in Norman, as this marks the 50th anniversary of the game of the century when way back when in 1971, number 1 Nebraska beat number 2 Oklahoma, solidifying these two teams of one of the best rivalries in college football. A whole new feel and a pretty different roster for Nebraska men's basketball this year, as today we had the opportunity to speak with some more of the newcomers to the program who all agreed on one thing, that this team has potential. Here this fall, we talked about horizontal leadership in the Husker football program as O-line coach Greg Austin pushes and expects these guys to step up and lead one another. And today he said Adrian Martinez was a good example of that, taking charge and holding his teammates accountable. As Haley closes her high school yearbook filled with big moments and begins her next chapter at Nebraska.
Lincoln East Haley Peterson has found herself in a few big moments during her high school career, the type of moments you only see in movies.
It was the Millard South game, I think my sophomore year. I remember I missed that first free throw and we were tied at that point, so I had to make the next one if we wanted to be up and win the game because there was only a couple seconds left.
But not only has she delivered on the court, but also on the soccer field, making the game-winning goal in the district finals in 2019.
In those moments, you just know like all your practice and like the things leading up to that point has like paid off for you, and you just feel like relieved that you were able to step up and be that for your team.
To have a player who has confidence, who is calm and ready to accept that responsibility in those final critical moments is truly special.
Haley's storybook moments have proved she's a competitive multi-sport athlete, utilizing all her skills to be successful.
Being a multi-sport athlete has actually helped me, and basketball has helped me in soccer, soccer has helped me in basketball, and yeah.
It's really great to see her basketball skills also come to fruition on the soccer field, that similar movements and passing and runs and all of that. I really think it's a true asset.
And the experience Haley brings to the table has landed her a spot with Nebraska soccer as she'll play for her hometown team and call herself a Husker.
It's just really awesome because I've been watching Nebraska soccer like forever since I was a little girl, and it's just like awesome that I'm going to be out there and like be that role model for those little kids.
I really think the sky's the limit for her, just because I know she will continue to work to improve every single day, no matter how skilled and talented she is.
After 43 years of leading the Milford Eagles, head coach Marty Hingst is retiring.
Told my superintendent about 5 years in a row that I was going to be slowing down, and it just is right. It's the correct time for me to stop and look forward to some other things.
A successful career that speaks for itself, but Coach Hingst said his favorite memory was winning a state championship with his son.
95 and 96, we won back-to-back state champions, and not only were those great guys, but also my son was playing at that time and started for 2 years, and that certainly is one.
But everyone knows a coach is more than just a coach, and Marty defines just that. Dozens of players have reached out to him since making the announcement, telling him the impact he's had on their lives.
Since I've retired, or since I announced, I've had many people come back, guys say, you know, you won't remember this, but this was really crazy at that time, and you helped me through it. It tears in my heart. And then also, you know, it's a great memory. It's a great memory. It's good. It also means I'm old.
Well, his sense of humor sure hasn't gone anywhere during the past 4 decades, but now saying goodbye to this job, it's obvious what Coach Hingst will miss the most.
All the kids, and then the coaches right after that.
And now with plenty of time on his hands, Marty says he plans to travel and take advantage of all the family time he can get.
Look forward to some other things. I've got grandkids down in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was just down there a couple weekends ago. Makes you think. You got to see that growing up too.
But he's not going too far. He plans to come back and substitute teach and even watch some games this fall because, hey, after doing something for 43 years, it's hard to give it up.
I don't know exactly yet if I can go cold turkey without football coaching, but we'll see.
Yeah, Andrew, it's day 2 of the state track tournament with Class A action going on right now. Trophy presentations are actually coming up, but this morning it was all about Class D as some athletes were crowned state champions. Starting with the girls, Husker basketball commit Allison Widener swept her races, claiming her 3rd straight title in both the 800-meter run and the 400-meter dash for Humphrey St. Francis.
It means a lot. I really wish I could have had a 4th year just to see how it goes, but definitely can't complain going 3 for 3 and being a 3-time state champion. It means a lot. I felt strong with my kick, and I just knew that I had it in the bag at the end, and I was all smiles at the finish line.
And from Sterling, Macy Richardson was the first to cross the finish line in not only the 100-meter hurdles, but also for the 300 hurdles. An impressive outing for Richardson, only a sophomore.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for my coaches. They really pushed me and my friends too. Yeah, God was with me, and I was thankful for everything that everyone's done for me. So.
And as for the boys, Tyler Neville of McCool Junction finished first in the 800-meter with a time of just over 2 minutes to win his first state gold medal.
I knew there'd be a lot on my back, and I was pretty nervous going into it, but I just knew I had to run a smart race and try and win it.
And Isaiah Zalanzi of Osceola swept the races, winning the 400 and 200-meter dashes, as well as running an 11:02 in the 100-meter race, claiming the fastest runner in Class D and nearly breaking a state record.
Just dreams, they're just coming to reality, and it's just fun running, and yeah, I just felt good.
And as far as the team scores, Sterling just edged out Humphrey St. Francis to win the girls' title. And as for the boys, Osceola took home the Class B state championship.